My God.
Action.
Your name?
Alice Gillian Rogers.
And what group were you a part of? And how did it start?
Part of the secretaries. It was 9 of us. And we started with a pack. And the pack was for us to sneak and go up to Mendel. We were in 8th grade. And at that time, we just decided that we were going to go to this pack. If everybody did, then we were secretaries. That was going to be our name. Because we have been to all these parties up there prior.
Go ahead. What kind of group was the secretaries?
At that time, we just felt like it was just like a sisterhood group. But when you look back at it now, it's more entrepreneur, leadership. We engaged in different opportunities and we built each other up. And it worked. It really worked. And it was just so before the time that we really didn't understand. We really were working on something really good. If by now, we don't know what we would have been doing. It could have been something else besides just the parties and grouping and
Y'all gonna get it,
meetings.
y'all gotta start all over again from the top.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, because of outside
Because we're
noise.
getting too much of that, and it's gonna ruin the whole thing. So that has to be closed.
It's your fault.
I said I'm
Okay.
sorry. I ain't say I was mad at
I
y'all.
just want to go through the questions so
Because
she'll
she
know
about
how
to
they
tell me
come.
again.
Oh, good.
Yeah, 'cause see,
I got it. I got it on
'cause
record.
She give me these eyes.
And here's the other thing.
Right.
I'm not gonna stop recording, so everything you recorded
Okay.
we still have, but
Okay.
it's even quieter in here now with that
Yes.
music
Okay.
flow.
Yes.
So
So I'm gonna have to take my pants off in a minute. It's okay. It's a long dress, but it's okay. It's just hot in here.
it's like, hey, you don't see no ring, and this ain't on the gay finger. This ain't on the gay finger. So hey,
What's the gay finger?
if it was over here, this is the gay finger. So if you see a man, he's wearing a wedding band over here, he's gay.
Seriously?
Because the straight is this side. Yeah.
Get the freak out of here.
I just knew it, man.
Yes.
Martin, look, I'm
So
drunk.
you just turned me on some shit I ain't never heard.
Wait,
Where's this wedding ring on this finger?
Where's your wedding ring at?
On my left
How
hand.
come it's not on your right hand?
Because that's where the
Exactly. That's where it goes. And when men started getting married, so they could distinguish, we always had men getting married.
How he said, duh.
They switched it to
The right hand.
right hand. So if you ever see gay men, look and see where the ring finger is. It's on the right side.
Or if they not, they don't say they are, you'll know what's going on.
Right.
You don't
That's
know.
what I'm talking
Because
about.
ain't no man, when you got married, you didn't put your ring on your husband's right hand. Ain't about if you like right or left hand.
And I better see a line on it too. They didn't even,
Yeah.
that's
I
another
ain't gonna mess with that. I'm going
So
right
the
here.
questions go who, what, and why. So that's just him starting off. And how did the secretary start? Your name. I'm gonna do it different though.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Yeah, I'm not
don't
gonna-
make it so serious. Like
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it
name,
like that.
like it's army. Make it conversational.
Do you remember your secretary name?
And then I don't.
How did you? He said, "How did you become a doctor?" But ours was a pack we made.
To become a
For an
secretary.
activity we did. But I wanted to tell you, prior to sneaking away on the picnic, yes, please.
Oh, mine's over there. I'm good.
I have looked.
That wasn't my question. Well, where was it?
She
I was
said,
like, you want some more? Good. I'm gonna bring your cup over here. I'm gonna fill this
Martin,
up.
you didn't want any? Oh,
He
you
good.
Oh,
He
you
grown
good?
man.
That's
He
my
can speak
desert.
up.
That's
This
my
is
desert.
speak up.
Okay, so anyhow, we made a pact, but I wanted to tell you prior to that, remember we went to the party, the Baziz was there. Baziz used to be on Soul Train,
Correct.
and I think Bob was fascinated
Wait a
with
minute.
him.
Was
I
that
guess
at that
Darius
club?
too.
Was that at that club? You remember when they had?
Yeah, we
that
used to
club?
go to the Soul Train thing to try
Right.
out. Okay, so you could talk about it. I could talk about that
And
too.
I was at the
Anybody?
Board of Trade, right?
You were at the Board of Trade?
Isn't that where they had the Soul Train? That's what Bob was telling me when it was.
Well, this
No.
was-
okay, this what happened. Remember Steve used to go with Angie. Do you remember
Right, I
that?
remember Angie.
Angie's mother used to date Clinton Gent.
Correct.
Oh, I didn't
Clinton
know that,
Gent
though.
took over for Don Cornelius when he
Right.
left Chicago.
Right.
And remember, they still did a Soul Train, but it was on Channel 26 and
Correct.
it was still in Chicago.
Right.
Well, they needed new recruits because everybody had moved out to California.
Okay.
So what they used to do, we used to go to the not the Hummingbird, but the one on 87th and
West-
Ashland.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's all
And
close
then-
to Western.
Bob's gonna have to fix his film because Bob was saying it was at the. He says it was like the board of trade or something.
I mean, maybe he knows something different.
No, it
But-
was one spot. That's why I was.
You
That's
know
why I
that,
said
no,
that.
it used
shit.
to
See,
be.
some of them
You can just leave the bottle out,
I
Tony.
am. I'm just-
But
This is yours.
Yeah.
With the lipstick.
yeah, I'm
No,
gonna
that's
take
out.
these
Okay.
fingers
Here
off.
we go. I ain't know. I was getting ready to check what ring he had
That's
on
right. Let me
again.
see your hand again,
He
man.
was like, Alice, you know it's our thing. Don't be trying to make no thing out of it. And I was like, oh.
Because I'll get a flash if I keep these pants on, and
That's
then
right.
it's gonna mess my hair up. So, yeah.
Well, now when you have a flash, Sage Tea. If you all didn't know that.
Say
'Cause
what?
Sage Tea.
Oh,
Because
sage tea?
Because what I've run through
I
because
know
of that
black
dehydration shit, I've been having night sweats. And so
It's some bullshit.
yeah, I know. So that's
It's
all I
some
know.
bullshit.
Some night sweats and some night sweats.
do
And
black cohosh.
they say
Yeah, I got
tell me what
the,
else you have, 'cause I wanna
I
get
got
that
the
shit too.
vitamins
But
for that.
but they gave me Sage Tea. And I had to
That's
go to the health
another-
food store and it's supposed to help with
But I
The
have
flashes.
them. I have them, babe.
yeah.
I just go with it.
Well, that's why I'm thinking about putting a perm back in my hair because it's natural
I still
thing.
don't. I still don't.
You still don't work
I have a perm. It's okay.
because
it's okay.
my hair would just be wet all the
It
time. But
doesn't
anyhow.
matter. It don't do it.
So this is what happened, Tony. So Clinton Gent. So this is how I understood it. So I guess the word got out to us because Steve was dating Angie,
Right.
And so we
were part of the
we were
group.
part of the group. So they were like, come after school to. It wasn't the Hummingbird. We used to get parties at the
No.
Hummingbird. That was further down. That was like
I remember.
83rd and Ashland. This is on 87th where all the
Closer
people
to
do the
Western.
stepping
Okay.
at now. And we used to go there and we used to sit down and then, I guess some people, I don't ever remember being called to the stage where you could dance or stuff. And so we used to go there for Soul Train. It wasn't tapings, but I think it was tryouts or something like that.
They were doing some tapings.
They were doing some
They were
tapings.
doing some tapings.
But we used to go there after school, high school there.
Yeah.
Right.